Need to save textures. Pictures. So we get other pictures for the monitors. Gonna be temporary pictures. Hey, let's go there. Oh, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's sad or not. I haven't seen it myself. Hope it was good. I hope it was good. Welcome back. Brother, hello artist. How you doing? Brother, 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 brother. You ready to work, Art? Ready to work? No. But, alright, but, yes, sadly, you must work. Unfortunately, the work must be done. Unfortunately. But we continue. We must continue to work so we can have more great artless art, right? If I'm not done with this week. No, don't kill yourself. Not just yet. Don't do it. No. We need you, Ark. We need you. You can't do it. It's illegal. Illegal. I will send you a letter. Being like, it's your fault. It's all over. Yeah. I knew it. I fucking knew it. My fault again. Why do I do this to poor Ark? Make her so depressed. I'm so sorry. I need to do better, right? Poor Ark. I don't know. Maybe yep, me all day about One Piece, right? Remember when you said I didn't say it was shit. I said it. You. Exactly that. I'm being called out, y'all. He's coming for me. Coming with the receipts. And I will say more. I like that words. I will say more. Yeah, now I am fully into One Piece after 300 and something episodes. They got mad and then I got mad at the not at One Piece, at the conversation. There was things said and just one of my favorite ones. No, that's not what happened. I didn't say One Piece was shit. I said I don't like it because it's so long and it was hard to get into it. And then I was like, this is my favorite because I really like the romance and the cuteness between them. And then someone else said, oh no, but that is so dumb and it doesn't make sense, or it's so whatever. And I'm like, okay, but give me a reason, because I was giving reasons before why I thought I didn't like One Piece. And to be honest, my reasons, like, I didn't like the first 200 episodes. Like, if you watch a story, you shouldn't have to watch 200 episodes to like it. A lot of people will tell you the same thing. Yes, it gets better, like, after Water 7. Water 7 was a good season, was a really good season, and that's what got me into it. The previous seasons, Nami pissed me off, Usopp pissed me off, Sanji pissed me off. Zoro was funny, but yeah, he was good. Luffy was nice, a little silly, but like, the ride only really gets good Water 7. The first part was horrible. It's like a really, really long roller coaster. You know the start of a roller coaster? That at the beginning where it's like boring because you just go up on the roller coaster. That's 200 episodes of of the first. I do not want to watch the first 200 episodes again. I do not miss Alabasta or when here you get sprinkled off. I see pattern. Like the first 200 episodes, I almost want to kill myself. Not literally, but the like I was like, oh, Arlong Park was okay. Nami annoyed me though. Here's Targo. Hello Targo. Hello Lowen. How are you guys doing? But yeah, so I just never like getting past the first 200 episodes is like the hardest thing to do. It like for a normal person watching the first 200 episodes is horrible. It like if you watch it like on the side maybe, or if someone watches it with you, I think you can get into it after 200 episodes. But Arc had to sort of convince me to watch it, right? So I did it because Arc made a convincing argument and I stuck through it. I stuck through the first 200 episode pain. I almost gave up, Arc. I almost gave up. But then I was searching on the internet. Why are they so annoying? What is this? Should I just give up? Should I? And then people said, you know what? Water 7 is a good season. That's where many people became fans of One Piece. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I will wait. I will watch more until I get to Water 7. And then I got to Water 7 and then it really got good for me. I almost gave up, but then I really liked it. Yeah, there were funny moments and fun moments in the first 200 episodes, but the characters or some of the things just annoyed me so much. And I was like, what is this? Why is this so silly? Isn't the good kind of silly. But it changed a bit after like Water 7 or in Water 7. It got more understandably silly, like when it's silly it's like good silly, how insane sounds. See, good, exactly, Targo, exactly. See, Arc, I'm not crazy. If you tell me something gets good after you've been through almost everything, it's hard, and yeah, like the first 200 episodes are lore. It's lore that does tie into the episodes later, but you kind of don't need to watch it because they do have recaps. You just watch, forget, and move on. It is lore. There's lots of lore in One Piece and everything has a meaning. It's not as bad as Naruto. Naruto has a ton of filler that kind of just goes bleh, and like One Piece has meaningful filler. I can definitely say that there are meaningful filler and things that happen because it's a random episode and they come across this random island. It doesn't have anything to do with the main story, but one of the characters will have maybe a flashback or a memorable moment for like 20 seconds or a minute that is important or gives a clue to what could have happened or what could be going on in the world. So the fillers, it's not really fillers, it's just a part of the story, as compared to Naruto that has just meaningless filler, So, or well, I won't say meaningless filler. It's just like some of One Piece is just some of Naruto is just like bleh, whereas Naruto has. I keep mixing the two. Naruto has filler that doesn't really, you don't need it. One Piece has filler that you need it. There we go. That's grew up on Bleach and recently started the 1,000-Year Blood War, and I am conflicted. Yes, so the Blood War is a very conflicted part. I read the manga, finished it. it's the animation good, really good, really good. Story meh. But yeah, so One Piece. I am into One Piece now. It took me 200 episodes, but I pushed through, and an Arc is proud of me, and she's laughing at me because I never wanted to watch it because I couldn't sit through the first 200 episodes. Now she's laughing at me like, "Ha, you love it now, don't you, motherfucker?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. It's good now. I'm fine with it now." Like the let's see, what okay, so how did the episodes go? The episodes went Luffy gets Zoro, then they find Nami, I think. Then they find Usopp on his island. I can't remember how they found Nami. Nami was doing something and they picked her up and took her along. And then maybe she's tried to steal their boat. I can't remember. Or something. She was stealing, I think. Yeah, probably. Stealing something. And then they got Usopp on their island, fought their first, like, okay, no, actually, that's the second mini boss, right? Mini boss. The second mini boss with Usopp. And then they went on to Sanji, the mini boss. Yes, the guy with the claws. Remember that guy? And after that, they've got Sanji. Wait, they got Sanji. Did they get Sanji? Yes, I think they got Sanji. Yeah, they got Sanji. Then they went to Arlong Park, and they beat Arlong. Oh wait, I forgot about the clown. Like they did the clown fight. I think with Nami. I think I can't remember. Somewhere the clown is there. I don't know. While she tried to rob Buggy's treasure map. Ah, yes, that's where Buggy came in. I keep forgetting about Buggy. He kind of just disappeared eventually. But he's so silly. He's just a little guy. He's one of my favorite guys. He's so important, okay? All right, I will take your word for it. Ark has watched everything and she knows a lot more than I do. Oh no. Mel's hurt her hand. Oh no. But anyway, so Arlong Park, right? They all fight Arlong Park. They beat Arlong, and then they head off to the Grand Line. That's where they meet Laboon. Still stuck on Wano arc, the episode where Luffy falls down in some Wano. I just finished Thriller Park, so I don't know anything past Thriller Park. So yeah, the only thing that I do know past Thriller Park is after the time skip, because my friends said, "Oh, if you don't want to watch 1,000 episodes, you can start here." And I started there. I didn't know what's it? Thriller Bark. I think it's Thriller Bark. Not Park. Thriller Bark. Just finished that season. Season 12, I think. 12 if you're watching not the DVD release, but the live release. Little Bart. I heard Tinder Park. Oh my goodness, Tinder Park. Imagine. Yeah. So, what was it? It was they made Laboon at the twin something. When you go into the Grand Line, and after that, it's. They meet Laboon, then they get the princess and number 8, and then they go and they lost number 8. Did they? No, what happened? I'm trying to remember when they got Chopper. Did they get Chopper after they met the... Did they get her after the princess or when they got the princess of Alabasta? I can't remember. But they met Chopper on the way. They got Chopper and then they went to Alabasta. After, there was the whole bounty hunter thing. They met Robin for the first time. But then they went to Alabasta. They got the Chopper went along. When did they get anyone else? No, not yet. And then I think Nami got sick. No, Nami got sick, so they had to stop somewhere, and that's when they got Chopper. And after that, they went straight to Alabasta. And they defeated Crocodile, and after Crocodile, they went somewhere. Oh, then they went to Skypiea. I didn't like the Skypiea arc. The whole Heso, they don't say hello, they say Heso. I'm like, okay, cool, I get it. It's a different country / thing. Mr. Swan Man? Oh, number 2? Number 3? No, number 2, right? I think it was number 3 was the wax guy, and number 2 was the swan guy, and then number 1 was the sword guy. But yeah, then I went to Skypiea. The Skypiea, I liked the ending of the Skypiea more than most of Skypiea. Not like Enel is still based on his design. Base. Enel? Who's Enel again? Is it Enel? Enel? Anime. Oh, the is it in German? No. Enel, the new boss of Skypiea, the electric guy, thunder guy. Yeah, he had an interesting design. The fight against him was pretty cool. I just feel like he needed more story behind him. He just kind of popped out of nowhere. I don't really know where he came from. I don't understand his character. So I don't really know where he's come from. He's like, oh, I'm just this evil guy that came out of nowhere and I want to take over and get gold or take over the world. I don't know. I don't remember if they told his backstory, but he was just some mean guy, So I didn't really get that. And then, okay, I did a render and start doing the chibi. I think there's really more to do. Wait, let me just check. Oh, let me just redo that render. Yeah, so, and I don't know what the gongs on his shoulders, it felt like it had no reason to be there. Usually when you do something like that, there's a reason for the design, Let's take Demon Slayer, for example. Demon Slayer, the one demon had gongs, and you would slap the gongs to do something. It was in the further seasons. Yeah, the Enel had gongs on his shoulders, the whole ring thing or whatever that was. And then there's another demon in Demon Slayer that once he combines with all his parts, or not all his parts, I think with most of himself, it becomes wrath or rage or something, or justice. I think it was justice. And then he has these gongs that he can use, or like drums. I think I'm remembering that right. It's partially designed after Raiden. Raiden? The old Thunder Demon. Oh. Raiden Thunder Demon. Like, I'm seeing, let's see, Raiden. I'm getting Mortal Kombat Mythical Thunder Demon. Oh, this one. I see. So, you know, if they used the design better, I would have liked it more. Like, if instead of just having thunder, you would have to hit a gong to activate a specific power, you know? That would make more sense. Instead of just, oh, I have these gongs in my shoulders and whoop-de-doo, that's me, hello. No. It's just me, you know. It's my way of thinking when it comes to that. So I didn't like that arc a lot. It was just like, okay, the only thing that was interesting or that really came from that arc was the dials, like the speed dial or the pressure. Yeah, the dials, the little shells, right? That was the main thing for me. It's called Chekhov's gun. Why mention the thing if you're not going to use it? Chekhov's gun. Now, why mention the thing if you're not going to use the thing in the story? Exactly. Like if he has gongs on his shoulders, add something to support it. I'm like, it has a cool design. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool, but make use of it. It's like wasted potential, you could say. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So I just didn't understand the character, and he kind of just was just random. Like, oh, I'm evil and I want to destroy the world or take over the world and rule the world. Okay, typical plain evil person. I didn't even. Yeah, he just was this smug asshole, you know. Like, okay. Yeah, you know, I didn't have a connection to that. But then, let's say when Water Park came, that got more interesting. Water Park? No, Water 7, sorry. Like, they were, like, who is after Rob? Why did Robin go? Why did this happen? Why did she do this? And then like, oh, because this. And then you learn, oh, there's actually a much bigger story going on. So the lore gets interesting and it gets you interested in what's happening in the world. Skypiea just didn't do that for me. And even though they did the whole backstory thing with like how Skypiea came to existence, or how the Golden Bell got into Skypiea, that was more interesting than the Skypiea arc. Man, this brings me back, right? Me watching everything from the start. And so after the Water 7 arc got really good, I think the characters felt more mature as well. Nami was getting on my nerves because she's always just kind of on the verge of just betraying everyone and just so greedy, and I don't know. She got a little bit better, and Usopp was his thing. His lying also got less, which is nice. It just felt like the characters got a little bit more mature, not as just, oh, let's have silliness just because silliness. It felt better. Just felt better structured, or the characters just felt better, you know. But they had a goal. They wanted to repair their ship, and then this happened, and that happened, and then they had to find Robin, and then like, oh, these people that they thought would have helped them were actually not helping them. And like, why is this happening? Why does this person want this? And what are they gonna do? Then they met a new crewmate. It got really interesting in Water 7. Like before, it's just, oh, yeah, there's loads of stuff happening for no reason. It's like, ah, right. But yeah. Even Thriller Bark was, I was in a forum for One Piece Pixar game, started a member as moderator. I'm going to try to make an old school art JRPG MMO from One Piece. Was one of my favorite times in my life. Vivid brainstorming discussion game dev was awesome. Cool. That sounds really cool. Especially if something has like lots of lore, it's really fun. For example, what's that called? Overlord. Overlord has such a good world. I wish I could play a D&D game with Overlord. The Overlord world. Lord, I am in love with that whole thing. Right, Overlord has one of the coolest world building stuff for me, because it's more game-like and there's a bunch of things going on and people, you don't know what's happening, and it's also doesn't take you 200 episodes. I've watched Overlord about as many times. I think I've watched Overlord enough to be on equal terms as the amount of episodes I've watched in One Piece. Wait, my emote's not loading. What is that emote? Can't see it. Can't see. But yeah, so One Piece is really getting good. After Water 7 and Enies Lobby, it really got good because Luffy also, well, the fights are cool, but the lore is really cool now. Like, I like where the lore is going, and learning about where Robin came from and what her lore is made me so much more interested as well. No. And I can also see after Enies Lobby, it was of course fight are cool, but I like more exactly. Arc, I agree. Like the fight is cool, but the story is what gets me. You know, it does go deep, and now the story is really taking off. It feels it's really interesting because I have a lot of questions and I want answers. At the beginning, I had a lot of answers, or like a lot of things that they give you, but I don't really have questions. Like a question here and there, but now the questions get more, and like, why is this here? Because you understand, there's more to it. Like, why is the world government the world government? Why don't they want? Why is phonoglyphs illegal? Why did the researchers, what did the researchers find? You know, because they never really tell you much about what they find. There's so much going on, and now you get interested, and I'm like, yes, I want to know. And now you're got a little keychain from Albedo too on my back. Let's go. I'm currently saving for limited edition alternate universe volume. Let's go. I can relate. But yeah, so I have. And Ark is trying so hard not to spoil things for me because she just wants to tell me everything, but she also wants me to watch it. So she's like, hurry up, Quantum, watch the episodes quick, please. I want to talk about One Piece. So I need to hurry up. But yeah, that limited is $800. Sheesh, that's crazy. How am I gonna? Hmm. Why do I have a rejoin Discord server? Did I? I don't know. I can't remember. I have no idea. I haven't seen you in a while, though, and I don't know what happened. It's been a minute. But let me think. I've deleted 2 Discord servers, so that could also be the reason. This is the final Discord server. Yeah. I stopped watching One Piece because it's like lost for the magic after I want to kill Big Mama, or I have no idea who those characters are. Remember, I've only watched about 300 episodes. So I just finished Thriller Bark. So be careful. I don't know much. And if you yeah, I have no idea what those are, and I won't go searching for them as well, because I don't know. I don't want to know, because I'm invested now. So I'm looking forward to finding out. Once I get past, where am I? I just finished Thriller Bark, and I'm starting the Spa Island right now. Foxy came back. I forgot about Foxy. That was also quite the episodes. I can't say I hated Silver Foxy or but something slow Silver Foxy or something like that. I can't say I hated him. It was something there. I I kind of like Foxy, but I also don't like him. I'm like very conflicted, so don't spoil. Yes, no spoilers. Yes, I'm probably gonna be. Yeah. I'll probably, like, at this pace, I might finish, or I might get to the time skip in a week or 2, maybe. It Arc said because I know about the time skip, I've watched it before. I'm like maybe 100 episodes, give or take. Maybe 200 episodes away. So maybe like 2 weeks if I really watch a lot. And then eventually I'll get to the good parts. I've seen one episode, or not one episode, like one part. Well, some of my friends have spoiled the like newest episodes for me. Well, not the spoil, like the episodes, just some of the battles, like the one fight where he kind of goes Super Saiyan, right? So I'm watching it again when Quantum is where I stopped. Probably soon, yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted. There we go. And Yeah, I don't know the name, so I don't know who we're talking about. So it's all Gucci, and I will probably forget by tomorrow, or I already don't know. I can't remember the names already. I already forgot. But yeah. So wait, let's see. Where was I? So we did Annie's lobby. Oh no, not the jump scare. I'm just a baby. Oh. Oh wait, okay. So we were at Annie's lobby. Oh, and then through the park. Through the park with they got Frankie from any after Annie's lobby. It's okay, Art. Don't go away. So after Annie's lobby, they got Frankie, and then they're on the way to get Brooke now, since they got to Thriller Bark and they need to get their shadows back, and that was interesting as well because they met that famous doctor and he had a backstory and like why is he working for this Moria guy, and who is Moria, and why is he doing what he's doing? So, and he also wants to become king, but he found out he was too weak, and so he wanted to get an army, but using his shadow power, which is kind of ewy and gross. And then you see, like I think was it Skype right after Alabasta, you saw some of the warlords, and you didn't really know much about them. And then when they went up to Skypiea, you see one of the minions of the warlords. Later on, you see the warlord shitting on them because they fucked up. And um, what is it? Oh, so in Thriller Bark, they meet Kuma, one of the what is it called? The no, he's not they're not cyborgs, right? And there's like they're called something. I can't remember the name, but once they said the name, I was like, oh yes, I remember. Someone told me, or I remember the name. It's P something, like they're these new types of robot people things, right? And they are a part of the warlords or stuff like that, part of the world government, and they were made by this doctor. Now we're like, okay, who's this doctor? Why is he doing this? Because you've heard about the doctor before, and he was the guy that figured out how to make weapons or like objects eat devil fruits. So who is this guy? And I really want to get to the chapter where they meet this doctor or scientist guy. Well, what? uh, all right, guys. All right, listen. Let's relax and have fun. We're talking about One Piece and how I hated One Piece. And now I'm invested. You too, oh my god. So who's your favorite girl in Overlord? Overlord, Albedo. No, no question. I don't know why, but I like the crazy, and it like when she smiles, her big smile, like she's gonna gonna do something freaky. I'm like, yeah, girl, yeah, straight out of the gun, like me, like. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, so we got this going. I don't know. I don't think I like the color of this desk. Let's change it a little bit. It'll be more of this color. Oh yes, that's much better. And just slightly more purple. Take the strength down. Not that much. Yeah, give it more anime feel. This wall needs some smoothing. Mm-hmm. One gun salute. Mm-hmm. I want a game for right. I want a game so bad. Overlord, that would be great. I've I've been in love with Overlord since my dark emotional days. Like, you know, that redo of a healer, that also, yeah, that also is great for me. Wait, why isn't, wait, what is that? Is it a light that's doing that? Not this thing. It's not this thing. It's not this thing. Um. Let's see. Um. Just one here. Yeah, it's sad that it was only one. There's like what, at least another season's worth or a season and a half worth of content out already for with the monk um dog. Okay. Yeah, it was very controversial. It was it's a very dark anime, and lots of people were like, "What? This is whoa, this is too much." And I like it, not just because the guy was tortured, you know, was tortured so much for years, mentally, physically abused through you. Like, if you read the manga, you understand it's worse in the manga. The anime does not capture how bad it was for the guy. He went through hell, and if I say hell, I mean hell. And the manga captured it really well. It's dark because it's really close to how lots of things happen in today. It's really, when you think about people, yeah, there's lots of things that happen in today's world. Oh shit, that's actually, wait. I'm gonna see this one. But now it's shining like everywhere, which I kind of don't want. Can I just small a little bit? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's like really. Um, it's I. So when I read the manga and I went through all this, and I'm like, he's like, people say just turn the other cheek, but I wasn't in a place in my life where I thought turning the other cheek was. I said, fuck the other cheek, you know. But yeah, you know. And he just basically took back his life, or said, fuck you guys, I'm gonna go all out, and you're not gonna get away with this. What am I doing with this one? What is this? What am I doing? Oh, this is the outline. There we go. Mm. Okay. I think, wait, that feels too dark though. I might have to increase this one slight. No. Mm. Hmm. I think of some people, I think mentally torture them, hurt them. What a road now. Yeah, of course it's a story, and it's kind of like everything put together into one person, like all the evil that the rich people do and how they abuse people, that abuse their power. And then this guy was on the receiving end of most of that, if not all of it. So it's his story of like, screw you, you did all this to me, I don't give a shit anymore, my heart is broken. He is a broken person, and the story is about this broken person that has been utterly destroyed mentally and physically, how he is rebuilding himself. And like, of course, like, how would a broken person like that react, and what would he do? And then the people he meets along the way, if you read the manga, he starts the heart starts rebuilding. He starts getting himself back and being less of a shitty, or not shitty, but he is kind of an asshole and shitty, but you understand why. But then he gets better as he develops his character with the new whatever, you know. Hello, motherfucker. Hello, Alpha. What kind of anime there is? A broken heart is healing, right? Mm-hmm. And something. Series we didn't meet person who was crying as, but I still in the series we didn't meet the person who was crying as. Yeah, I don't think so. I think there was a few things left out in the actual series. Yeah. Let me think. Was there another? Oh, there was this manga I read about another hero who got betrayed by the country and princess, and he found out she murdered his entire village, and how the other heroes were actually always just kind of just doing bad behind his back. The things he would fix or people he would save, they would just capture and do bad things to. It was, and I kind of like the more dark stuff. It's interesting, and I was just in a dark place myself, so I kind of got into those types of anime and mangas at some point. And so with Overlord, For example, there was the one scene where they infiltrate his castle. Yeah, Rise of the Shield Hero is also one of those with a little bit more dark at the start. The rest of the seasons kind of just fell off, fell away. Yeah, the rest of the seasons aren't as great. But wait. Okay, it's still purple. Okay. Where they invade Nazarick and I'm doing a render. Do I have a material for that one at the top? I just noticed something. These aren't getting any. Ooh, they're getting any light. Make them more rough. This, you can make them like fully white. All right. What was I saying? Oh, when they invaded Nazarick, and then they give you lore for the one party that went into the arena, right? It was I don't know if it was a warrior class, can't remember what, but then you have the mage, the priest, and then the wizard or mage class. Those 4 people. Well, no wait, it was the assassin class, assassin, warrior, mage, and priest, I think. Can't remember the exact classes, but you get the gist of it. So they were in the arena, and then Ein showed up, and he kind of just he got mad at them for trying to lie and say his friends are there. They just wanted to get out alive, But he got mad, and even though it was his whole setup at the end of the day, but yeah, that part where he's kind of that part where he's saying Shaltir after the one girl and everything, it was like really dark moment, but it's so good. The whole story was really good. Maybe paladin mage and something. Yeah, I can't remember what the elf was. I know the little girl was a mage. I say little girl, but I think she's like, what, 17, 18? I guess that counts as little girl. Then the elf, then the normal guy, and then the paladin. Was shortly in the bathroom here. Shaltir and approve. Maybe ranger. I think so. I think it was a ranger. She was probably a ranger. I think I like this. So I'm gonna. It's Ranger 1. Rogue, Paladin, Mage, Ranger. Yes, thank you, Lowen. And when Ainz takes off his ring that hides his magical power, that was very cool. And then she throws up because his magical powers is just so OP. You have a meme for that? Yeah, I saw a lot of memes for that moment as well. That was totally memeable. Let's see, save image, save it in whips. Whip, fine. Okay. All right, in 2 hours.